I think that what he wants is to see Clemson's going to get the ball first here to start the second half. Can my defense get out there, force a 3 and out, maybe a 5 and out, you know, something like that, but not allow Clemson to put together a sustained drive and then just take it right down and put points on the board.
There is Will Proctor. He is the second string quarterback for the Tigers, and they would like to get him some work here. He's, of course, 2 for 4 on the season, but one of the things you don't really see show up in those numbers, he did an impressive off-the-bench relief job in the back, all the way back in that season opener against Texas A&M when Charlie Whitehurst took quite a shot, and he was able to come in and basically ran the offense efficiently and helped lead the winning touchdown drive. Well, he ran winning field goal drive, actually.
He ran the offense because all he did in that last field goal drive was turn around and give it off to James Davis. He handed it to him 8 straight times, and James Davis was the man that got the job done.
Well, this is going to be interesting here to start the second half. Ryan Lux will be kicking off in Clemson, which has struggled in kick returns this year. Of course, they lost Justin Miller from a year ago. They got 2 new guys back there. 13, the true freshman Tyler Grisham, and number 80, Aaron Kelly, the redshirt freshman from Marietta, Georgia. Try to turn that situation around. Ryan Lux. Half number 2 underway. Kelly is going to field this one back in the end zone, and well, we'll wait and see if he gets another kick again this week. Takes a knee, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. They will start at their 20-yard line. Charlie Whitehurst to bring out the team to start the second half. Whitehurst, pretty good first half of work. He was 10 out of 14, 155 yards. Touchdown pass to Browning. Did throw an interception. He tried to kind of just throw the football away under some pretty good pressure.
Did have the 1 turnover, though, the interception.
There are those numbers right there. He has thrown at a very high percentage. This is part of the Rob Spence offense. Some of the things they do, and they've done it a little bit here and there, they like to throw a lot of sort of swing passes. They almost consider it to be a running play. But they want to take care of the football. First and 10 Tigers. We start half number 2, and coming around the end, this is Chancey Stuckey dancing around up to about the 24-yard line, finally taken out of bounds there after a pickup of about 4 as he's corralled out of bounds by Ray Lamb, the corner.
Stuckey, like you said, Fred, back in the first half, came into this program as a quarterback. Was right here in the state of South Carolina. Came into the program as a backup quarterback, and they realized that he just was never going to beat out the guys in front of him, but he was just so athletic. They had to figure a way to get the best 11 on the field, so they turned him into a wide receiver, and this year he has really flourished at that after last year having kind of an up and down year.
2nd and 5 now. We got penalty flags all over the place. Look like the Tigers jumped a little bit on that one.
Offense, number 79, 5 yards, 2nd down.
Called on Barry Richardson.
Hard to miss him.
No, he's 6'7". He's 330 pounds. He does tend to stand out in a crowd. There he is. Came in as a true freshman last year and played extensively and became the starter after just a few weeks.
Only 19 years old. Hard to believe that they're growing 19-year-olds that big.
I don't know how much more growing he has to do at 6'7", 330. So back it up now. And once again, kind of sloppy play here back to back as Clemson once again looks like they pulled out of it.
I think the center forgot what the snap count was, to be perfectly honest with you, because everybody else was moving.
2nd down.
Except the center.
Let's check out. You don't replay this too often, but
see how everybody else is moving?
Mm-hmm.
The center is sitting there. All right.
This is not the way Tommy Bowden wanted to come out of the locker room. We've got 5 seconds off the clock. We've had 2 penalties on a 5-yard game, and now Clemson's, which was 2nd and 5 the last time they snapped the ball, is now it's 2nd down and 15 from the 15. That one clean, at least getting it off, and nice play back, knocking it down there. Christian Dunbar, who got shaken up in the first half back there and able to slap that one down as they try to swing it outside to Reggie Merriweather.
Okay, what if he turns around and has a little bit, he may pick that thing off and take it into the end zone for 6.
And they love him. He can fly. He's played tight end. He's been a linebacker. He was a strong safety earlier. They moved him up to defensive end. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15.
He's a kid that's got NFL type of talent.
Clemson on the day, 3 for 5 on 3rd down. Whitehurst to throw and actually gets some pressure there, gets it off, completes it. Penalty marker is down as he got it to Steven Jackson up to about the 20 or the 21-yard line. We are going to check out the flag here. Once again, it is against Clemson, so certainly this offense has not come exactly firing out of the locker room.
Offense, number 74. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
That was whistled against Brandon Pilgrim, who's getting the start today. And for the first time today, Clemson is going to punt.
And Bobby Wallace gets exactly what he wants. A 3-and-out by his defense. And his team going to get good field position here.
This is going to bring up really one of the interesting situations. You've got a team that ranks 112th in the country in net punting against a team that ranks dead last in punt returns. Cole Chasen, standing on his 6, will kick it away for the first time today. Football is away. Bounces at about the 49 and goes out of bounds at about the Temple 45. So Mike McGann, if we expect to come back out leading that offense after the way he kind of sparked them to start that second half, and now the Clemson defense trying to get this crowd to wake up a little bit.
They're going to go with the senior quarterback. McGann going to come back in here and run this thing offensively.
Well, college football action kicks off Thursday as the 24th ranked Carson Newman Eagles host the Catawba Indians live at 7 only on CSS, your source for Southeast sports. Great field position for the Owls and Mike McGann. 1st and 10 from their 45-yard line. McGann looking to throw, completes it up to about the 48-yard line. Connecting there would look like a running back. Actually, it was Sergio Gilliam and Nick Watkins coming in on the tackle as they were able to bring down Bruce Francis, the wide receiver.
Just a little hook pattern there. You're trying to just set up and get some positive yardage. Well read, though, by Gilliam. And also Watkins coming over on the stop.
There is Francis after a gain of 4. McGann again from the shotgun. With some time, he does get it away there. I said he had time, but that time closed very quickly. Some pressure in there kind of disrupted that throw, and it falls incomplete. Gaines Adams coming in there, 6'5", 250-pound junior out of Greenwood.
Well, we're going to get a good look at this. You saw him coming off the end, and then here he comes around and able to get to McGann just as he's delivering the football.
3rd down and 6. Temple on the day, 2 for 8 on 3rd down. They need to get it to the Clemson 45. That was McGann's first incompletion of the day. He's 9 for 10. McGann throws. Incomplete, kind of batted up in the air. C.J. Gaddis trying to hustle after to pull it in there. Jamel Harris was the intended receiver. But on 4th down, Ryan Lux will have to kick it away, and that's an opportunity missed by the Temple Owls offense.
Well, you waste some great field position there. You get the ball up to your own 45-yard line and a chance to do something with it, and you go 3 and out.
Ryan Lux will kick for the 6th time today. His first one was 48 yards. Chancey Stuckey stands at his 10 to field it. Stuckey backs up from the 9. Still on his feet and pushed back, and still on his feet, and finally brought down at about the 7-yard line, and looks like it's going to be marked at the 10. With 13 minutes and 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Clemson in front of Temple 17-0. You're watching college football on CSS.
Whitehurst, even though he's got better than 155 yards passing today, well, there you see his numbers now, 11 of 17 for 161, but just something about it just seems to be off. Just not all clicking there.
Certainly they're got some confidence in their defense, up by 17 points right now, but the offense has really kind of hit a tough patch here. Quick screen that time. This is Kelly again, and shown some moves out there, pushed up to the 15-yard line before he's pushed back by a few tacklers. Mike Mendenhall, one of the guys in white that was able to bring him down. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What we have not really seen by the Tigers, except for that one pass to Browning, is the Tigers trying to stretch the field and going downfield with the football. A lot of little short stuff underneath the defense instead of trying to attack the defense.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Clemson needs to get it to the 20. Two backs in the backfield. Whitehurst throws, complete, first down. Stuckey took a shot down there, but was able to pull it in for the first down. Pretty good lick handed in there by Garrett Schultz. But not before Chancey Stuckey comes in and gets that first down. Watch this impact.
And that's going to be a pickup also of about 15-16 yards. And that's the kind of throw that we're talking about. But it was Stuckey a good job of just hanging on to that football because he took a shot. Comes across and then
wow. Chancey Stuckey now, his 5th catch of the day. He's got 57 yards as he'll take this play out. There he is on the sideline.
And a timeout.
And once again, Charlie Whitehurst beginning to show some frustration here. 1st and 10, and you would just think you just run right out there and get that play snapped, and instead he's got to burn a timeout.
This is Dabo Sweeney, the wide receivers coach that you see there on the sideline talking things over with Charlie Whitehurst. He's the guy that actually signals in the plays from Rob Spence, who is up in the box.
We'll kick off your college football game day with Bubba Burger Southeastern football today. Saturday at 11, Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta and former Tennessee Vol Bubba Miller join host Frank Frankie to preview top ACC and ACC gridiron matchups.
You a Bubba Burger fan?
Absolutely. What wouldn't be?
The wife and I, we tell you what, nothing better than going and grabbing a Bubba Burger out of the freezer. You come home, throw it on there, and get after it on the grill.
Over there, Ty Hill, the corner for the Tigers, getting a little patch job over there before the defense has to head back out there. 1st and 10 is Clemson at the 33-yard line after that timeout. Merriweather is the lone setback. Breaks a tackle 35, stretches up to about the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 7, close to 8 yards. And it's a whole lot easier to play offense when you're talking 2nd 2, 2nd 3, that kind.
And it's a whole lot easier when you can play offense with a running attack like this. And again, there's Merriweather. He's at his best between the tackles, just running right straight at the defense. And the thing about Reggie Merriweather, as you've seen today, is yards after initial contact.
He's up to 63 yards on the afternoon and trying to add to it. And looks like he's pushed it out past first down yardage, gets it up close to midfield. And indeed, it's going to be another Clemson first down. That should be their 14th on the day. Reggie Merriweather out of North Augusta, South Carolina, 5'8", 212-pound junior, and 11 carries now for 66 yards. We talked a lot about James Davis throughout the season and during this game today. Davis gets a lot of highlight plays, very explosive guy, but Merriweather has been right in the thick of this running situation all year. Whitehurst, deep drop, looks deep. Going for a man, he looks for Aaron Kelly, and Kelly is able to haul it down between 2 Temple defenders inside the Owls' 20-yard line.
Well, I mentioned the fact that Clemson had been throwing underneath the defense. The last 2 throws by Whitehurst have attacked the defense, have gone downfield. This is the first time really we see that Whitehurst trying to put some air under the ball. He actually underthrows Kelly a little bit. Kelly does a good job of coming back to the football between a couple of Owl defenders.
There is Aaron Kelly, a big grab right there as he's able to get the football all the way up into the red zone for Clemson. It is marked at the 14-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. Merriweather spins his way up to about the 11-yard line.
Reggie Merriweather, the ball carrier.
Some of the fans have been a little frustrated with Rob Spence, and they're used to stretching the defense a little bit more, but of course, if you're an offensive coordinator and you don't want to hear fan complaints, you're in the wrong business.
I'll say fans complaining about play calling? That never happens.
Never. That's a pickup of 3 to the 11, 2nd down and 7. Whitehurst, quick throw, too high. He was trying to swing it outside there to his fullback, Cliff Harrell. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Tommy Bowden does not want to have to send Jad Dean back out there. That last touchdown came some time ago. Whitehurst now 14 out of 21 on the afternoon. There you can take a look at Harrell. Big fullback out of Tallahassee, Florida, 6'1", 260. Three wide receivers to the near side of the field on 3rd down and 6. Clemson on the day 4 for 7 on 3rd down. Whitehurst throwing, batted at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down and a field goal attempt. Got to see which one of the Owls was able to get his hand up there.
Now watch this. We're going to have good protection for Whitehurst as he just drops straight back, looking downfield, checking off a couple of receivers. But a nice job there. I think it was
Adam Fichter.
Yeah.
The defensive tackle stood up and got his hand up there. So that's going to set up a Jad Dean field goal try. The ball marked at the 17. It'll be a 27-yarder. He's hit 1 out of 2 on the day. He missed from outside 40 yards earlier. This one is up. And it is good. So the Tigers on the board with another Jad Dean field goal. And they push the lead out to 20-0. With 9 minutes and 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Clemson is in front of the Owls by 20. You're watching college football on CSS, your source for Southeast sports. Tigers up now by 20-0 over Temple after a Jad Dean field goal, and Dean is now ready to kick it off. A low one across the ground, gets fielded and jumps over the head of Billups into the end zone, and that's kind of a funny way to make it happen and get a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. So McGann will probably come back out here at quarterback as you take a look at Nick Santa Cruz, who's made a few really super catches so far in this game. Santa Cruz on the day, a couple of catches for 41 yards, including just a beautiful one-handed catch on a big drive near the end of the half. And Temple has gone exclusively with the pass in this second half. They've not run the football yet.
Well, Santa Cruz and also Gordon have been the guys that have been getting it done receiving-wise today for the Temple Owls.
So here's McGann with 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Under center. Play action to Ferguson, spins, throws, complete. Across the 30 and a 1st down. 93, this big tight end coming in there. Leon Azubike. 6'3", 235-pound redshirt freshman. Gaines Adams was giving chase.
Well, well-designed play. You fake the run to Ferguson, and then you just bring the big tight end off of the line, let him get out there in a little bit of open space, deliver the football to him. You can see Vic Koenig over there on the defensive sideline for the Tigers wasn't happy with his defense at all on that play.
They really like Azubike. They say he can really, really move. 1st down and 10. That pickup was 13 yards. McGann to throw again. In and out and picked off. Jamal Fudge off the deflection, still on his feet. Gordon can't call him down. McGann finally able to tackle him, but Clemson gets a turnover. They'll take over the football at the 35-yard line, and we've got a Tiger down at about the 15. It is Donnell Clark. Well, let's look at that interception. There is Jamal Fudge.
Just a little tip drill here. McGann goes back, throws, and then it goes right through the hands of his tight end.
Azubike.
He has a ball that he should have had, and then Fudge is just right there to cherry pick and pick it off.
Here's a quarterback who stayed with it, went down once, got back up again, and was able to bring down Fudge.
It's good hustle by the quarterback.
Very
like
good.
That.
Wonder if that's hustle or frustration or both. But meanwhile, down on the field, though, after all that, Donnell Clark, the redshirt junior out of Griffin, Georgia, Clemson starting nose guard, as they still to attend him on the field, and they are looking down in that knee area, that left knee right now.
Yeah, it's never a good situation. Tommy Bowden there with him, training staff.
Had a couple of injuries early for Temple in this one. Allbrooks had his arm all placed in a pretty big apparatus. I don't want to assume, but it may have been a broken arm or something along those lines. We have not seen him back.
Didn't look good, did it?
No. There's Jamal Fudge. Big senior, free safety out of Jacksonville, 5'10", 190.
Shout out to your people. Everybody in Duval.
He's been a mainstay in the Clemson defensive secondary for quite a while, as Fudge. Came in and really established himself his sophomore year. Let's take a look at Tommy Bowden So he comes off the field after being out there with the training staff.
Tommy Bowden. And once again, we brought the cart back out again. Of course, we've got college football every Saturday on CSS. We've got a triple header of live college football, starting with a Big Ten matchup between Indiana and Michigan State at noon. Chattanooga meets Appalachian State in a Southern Conference showdown at 3:30, followed at 7 by West Alabama and Henderson State. Be sure to be with us 1 week from today. And Donnell Clark is going to get a ride off the field, and we are going to take a break. With 9 minutes and 17 seconds left. Actually, we're going to go ahead and keep it here at 9:17 to go in the third quarter. Clemson, after that interception, is going to take over the football, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Tommy Bowden wants to get a lot of people involved today. We've been wondering about whether or not we might see Will Proctor in there. We won't see him on this series. He still has the headset on. But I know they want to get him some time at quarterback. He is the heir apparent for 2006, quite obviously.
And he'll be a senior next year, redshirt senior. Will be Proctor, and has not played a whole lot in his Clemson career.
Donnell Clark being taken off right there, and hopefully it is not a serious situation. That's a player who's had a good day and is someone the Tiger defense counts on. 1st down and 10. Charlie Whitehurst under center now. After the turnover, Stuckey in motion. They fake it to him. Charlie keeps it, throws long, has a man. Touchdown, Aaron Kelly. 34 yards out, no flags down. That is the first wide receiver besides Curtis Bayham to catch a touchdown this season. And for Kelly, it's the first of his career.
Boy, that play was just all set up with what Clemson had been doing offensively throughout the game. They faked the little end around to Stuckey, and then Kelly is just wide open, coming right down the seam of the Temple defense.
So just like that, the Tigers take full advantage of the turnover. Jad Dean will come on to try to make it 27-0. Cole chasing to hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So the turnover certainly hurts Temple. 9:11 left, third quarter. Clemson 27, the Owls nothing. You're watching college football on CSS. There's a good look at Aaron Kelly, who just caught the first touchdown pass of his career. And he's over 100 yards on the day, Don.
We're having a big day. 5 receptions for 124 now. And the redshirt freshman growing up in front of our eyes.
Jad Dean's kickoff, fielded, and will he return? He will take it out. And didn't get very far. That was Billups once again. Couldn't decide, got right up to the edge there and made the decision to go ahead and bring it out. And that was the wrong one in this case. So Mike McGann now will come back out and start over at the 12. Let's see the decision here.
He's thinking, yes, no, yes.
Too late.
And they want you to do that against a team like Clemson. They're going to make you pay for it.
But imagine the special teams coach will have a little discussion over there. Actually, Bobby Wallace is going to make a little teaching point there. So McGann comes back out, starting at his own 12, and the Clemson fans making some noise here. 9:08 left, quarter number 3. High formation. Fake to Ferguson, rolling, and he's going to be brought down. Is it a safety?
Nope.
They wound up in the end zone, but they're going to mark it down just beyond the end zone.
And again, this is where the initial contact and the wrap-up comes. It's not where the play ends. It's where the initial contact and wrap-up comes. And that was, I don't think, beyond a shadow of a doubt, outside the goal line. We'll see it right there. And I think it's plainly evident. I think it's evident that it's outside the. I know you're going to second guess me, but I think it was outside. And again, it's not where the player is. It's where the football is.
Right. Where was he when his knee hit the ground? Rashard Jackson. Now you're talking a big hole. 2nd down and 21. McGann tries to push it up there and get himself a little working room. Pushing up that big body, 6'6", 225 pounds. About a yard or so. It's going to bring up now a 3rd down. That was the first running play of the half by the Temple offense. one that was out of necessity. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down and 19. They sit at the 3-yard line. High formation. Again, looking to throw, goes long, lows for Gordon. Does he have him? Indeed he does. Out of bounds and a 1st down out past the 30-yard line.
Working against Dwayne Coleman. Backup defensive back for the Tigers there, and a nice job by McCann. Watch this. He gets back there, and he waits, and then he lets it fly, and he finds his man open, and a good solid catch and a 1st down for the Owls.
Beautiful job by Gordon. He turned around on that, make that catch, but stuck that foot down there, and indeed gets it all the way out to the 31. I believe that's a pickup of 28. 1st and 10. Again, throws complete right over the middle, hauling it in. Ben Hendy, the tight end, 6'3", 235-pound freshman from Sandy, Utah.
And a good catch by Hendy. That wasn't an easy catch either. He had to go down low and get that one, keep his hands under the football. Fine grab.
Gain of 9. Take it 2nd down and 1. Temple playing 2 young tight ends. So McGann will operate from the shotgun. Again, you can see his numbers. Throws complete. Santa Cruz gets tackled by Ty Hill right at midfield, and that's another 1st down for the Owls. They've done a pretty good job of moving the football ever since McGann has been in there. They've just had some mistakes.
I think McGann's been pretty cool in the pocket, and here he just steps up. A little crossing pattern out there on the left side of the field. And Santa Cruz with another solid reception for him. Santa Cruz now putting up some numbers. His 3rd catch now for 51 yards.
He came into this game a 42% passer, 9 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. He doesn't look anything like that quarterback today, and he's going to throw again. Going long. As a man, it was Harris, but the ball falls incomplete. C.J. Gaddis on the coverage for the Tigers as they take a shot deep downfield.
C.J. Gaddis on the cover.
When you look at their production during the year, I can understand why Bobby Wallace made that move a week ago. I don't think he did it to try to spark this guy.
Well, if it was, it worked, because he's playing awfully well right now, and there they tried to hit him with a deep ball. Good coverage by the Tigers as Gaddis was back there.
Because Joe DeSanzo really was anxious to play, elected to go ahead and burn his redshirt year even though they were past the halfway point, and McGann was disappointed to lose the starting job, but I don't think he's giving it back after the way he's come on and played here. In the air again, and just a little bit high there. He was once again going for Harris. A little bit out of his range. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, and the decision to play DeSanzo, let's go back and talk a little bit about that, Fred, because coming into camp, DeSanzo was the top recruit for Bobby Wallace coming in this year. They thought that they were going to be able to play him in a backup role. Then he came in and his shoulder was a little bummed up in preseason drills. He sat out a couple of weeks, and then he got behind, and finally last week he got an opportunity to play.
3rd down and 10. We saw Temple struggles to make 1st downs, and that one just sailed a little bit too high. Going for Bruce Francis there. Got a flag down on the play, though. We need to check this out.
Holding, offense, number 78. That penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
John Gross, the senior, gets whistled there for holding. Clemson will go ahead and decline, and they'll take the football back. So Ryan Lux will come back on to kick it away again to Chancey Stuckey.
But give Temple credit here because they flipped the field here. They could have, remember, they were back at the 1-yard line, so they're going to be able to flip the field here.
Lux on the day. This will be his 7th punt, averaging just under 33 yards. Tigers got a hand on one of those, and this one is away clean. Stuckey at about the 8 fields it, goes to his left across the 10, 15, still on his feet at the 20, and finally brought down there at around the 22 or the 23-yard line.
Chancey Stuckey returns to the 23-yard line.
One of those, the Temple sideline was almost holding its breath a little bit because if Stuckey gets by that last tackler, he could have gone for some additional yardage.
Charlie Whitehurst heading back out after a 42-yard punt. And here's the last time Clemson had the ball. They made a quick move.
Just throw it right down the seam and find a wide open Aaron Kelly.
With a good job setting that up throughout the day. That was after a turnover. That was part of a one-play 34-yard drive. This time Clemson operating from the 23. 2 backs in the backfield. Going up the middle. Kyle Browning, is he back in there?
Yep.
Indeed he was, up to about the 25-yard line. Give him a yard, maybe 2. Clock running under 6 minutes now. Quarter number 3. Clemson out to a 27-0 lead. Owls have been hurt by turnovers. They gave up a certain scoring opportunity at the end of the first half and then set Clemson up at their own 34-yard line the last time the Tigers touched the football. Whitehurst to throw, drifting to his right. Now he's in trouble. He's going to go down. Mendenhall was in there. So's the other defensive end. Dunbar coming in there to make the stop, and those 2 guys combined. Just ran out of time. Good coverage downfield, obviously.
And these are the 2 guys that we featured in our opening package, and they're both there meeting at the quarterback. Good job. Whitehurst at that, looks like he has a little bit of time to throw, and then all of a sudden the pocket just collapsed, and here come Dunbar and Mendenhall.
Mendenhall coming in there. He's a kid out of Gibbstown, New Jersey, 6'3", 250-pound senior. They start seniors across the front. It's a loss of 7, 3rd and 17. Whitehurst looking to throw, goes long, has a man complete. Kelly, first down yardage up to about the 35-yard line or so. Aaron Kelly adding to his big day.
It's going to be his 6th reception now, and he's going to go over the 140-yard mark in receptions with that catch for about 16, 17 yards. And again, Whitehurst just a lot of time to throw the football. Looks downfield, and here comes Kelly. Just a good route, little turn-in pattern after he gets by the first down marker, and the reception for the first down.
Yeah, Garrett Schultz came in there, but he had found that soft spot to go in the middle of that zone and moves the change. First down. Clemson staying on the ground again. That's Kyle Browning. Twisting his way for a yard, maybe 2 yards. Of course, Browning's big play today was the touchdown catch early on, about a 41-yarder. That got the Tigers on the board first. Bobby Wallace, winner of 3 national championships at Northern Alabama. Of course, he had been a longtime assistant coach in the Bigs, and he took that Temple job. He saw that stage of his career, wanted to give Division I one more shot. Whitehurst to throw, going deep again, going for check that was actually Taylor, the freshman. And we got a penalty marker down, and what we got, holding, Don?
We'll be holding against the Tigers here. So it'll be interesting to see what Bobby Wallace does here. Do you make it 3rd and long, or?
Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, they're going to take the penalty here, so it'll be 2nd down and about 19 for the Tigers. Talking about Bobby Wallace, though, we had a great opportunity to talk with Bobby yesterday for, about an hour or so, and he says that, once the season comes to an end, he's going to pack it up, head back down to the coast of Alabama, or I guess Gulfport, Mississippi, excuse me, is where he's headed, and Gulf Shoals, we are told now. Thank you very much.
There's Bobby Wallace, of course. Keep in mind, his first year here, he took a football team into Virginia Tech and won at Temple.
One of the great upsets in college football.
That's Kelly, another grab. Across 30, 35, still on his feet up to about the 38-yard line, maybe the 39. So you got a chunk of that yardage back. It'll bring up 3rd down, and at least it's a little bit more manageable here now. Schultz once again making the stop for Temple.
7 receptions now for Kelly, and again, we'll watch the replay here. Whitehurst in shotgun. Again, just give him plenty of time. You can see Kelly being dragged across the middle of the field. He catches it, then makes one tackler miss, and then turns it upfield and is able to pick up, again, big positive yardage. There's the miss, and so we're going to see there's 5 yards, about 8 yards after the initial contact, and that's what you love to see wide receivers do.
7 catches, 155 yards now. 3rd down, swinging out of the backfield is Browning, although good job being wrestled down there and stopped well short of the first down. Ryan Gore, the junior linebacker, makes a great play on Kyle Browning, and that's going to force a Clemson punt.
We saw that matchup a little earlier in the game. It went Browning's way, and that time Gore said he wasn't going going to have any of that. You will make sure that he wrapped up the little tailback and threw him to the ground.
So Bobby Wallace and his defensive coordinator, Raymond Monica, very happy the way that series went.
And timeout, I think, is called by Temple here.
Indeed it goes. Temple does use a timeout here. We make a quick count to see if they had enough bodies out on the field.
I think they had 11 on the field. At least that's what I counted.
Clemson has struggled some in this second half moving the football. They've taken a couple of steps forward, a step back here and there. Of course, they took advantage of a Clemson or a Temple turnover to add a touchdown to go along with a Jad Dean field goal in this third quarter. Here is Bobby Wallace. Will close out his 8th season. His team trying to snap what is a pretty long losing streak on the road. I believe they have lost 11 straight road games.
Get back to home though next week. Take on Miami of Ohio, which of course is a MAC opponent when the Temple Owls move into the MAC full time in 07.
Cole Chasen standing at his 26, ready to kick it away. Pretty good rush, but he's able to get the punt off. Fair catch called for and made. Santa Cruz fields it at about his 23-yard line. Well, it's a new name and a new time, but it is still the same great show. Danny Sheridan returns with Talkin' Football Sundays at 7 only on CSS, your source for Southeast sports.